Hello friends, this is me, Anil Polsani. I'm your mainframe trainer. So guys, in the last four videos, we have completed the first two steps of creating a master file. So today we'll be writing the third program. Okay, we also written the JSL also guys. Okay, so the job JCL02 is also there. So if you are seeing this video for the first time guys, this is the video number 5 actually. So you need to see the video number 2, 3 and 4 and then come to 5 if to understand what we are trying to do in this program guys. So we are in a particular programs method called COBOL 11 which I started to design for you, which is an easy kind of programming techniques. So in today's video, I'll show you how to uh, do a small logic. Okay, in the last program, I showed you how to audit the data. So if you remember here, we were auditing one of the field. We were actually auditing couple of fields here, and we filtered these two records as the error records. Now after that, we have now this new record as this file as the new data file what we have. Now in this program, what I want to do is I want to take the last bill date of a particular customer. Okay, and I need to check whether it was within last 2 months. So if you say if it is in this October month, you are generating a bill and you want to check for last 2 months. So it would be September and August. Okay. So if any customer he is there who's have been not using the card for last 2 months, those customers we will consider as inactive. Okay, we are interested to know, okay, the business want to know which customer is actively using the credit card regularly. Okay, the business want to know that point. So what we have here is there is a customer active indicator. This field will tell whether the customer is actively using the card or he is inactive for certain time. So the rule is if the customer is having a bill generated near to this 2 months, okay, then he is an active customer. If the customer bill is generated last like in July or before that like this, then he is an inactive customer. Current data is like this. Okay, current data is like this. What we need to do is we need to write the logic on the date. Okay, on the date we need to check whether this bill date, whether this last bill date is greater than the last 2 months old date. If it is greater than 2 months old date, then we can consider this as the active customer record like this. If it is not, then inactive. So as an example, if you see here, this particular customer, guys, this particular customer has been doing the transaction only in the month of September. Okay, before that he was not having any transactions, so he was inactive. That's our consideration, guys. Just test data. So now he has a bill within the 2 months. Okay, he has a bill within the 2 months. So these customers now should be considered as active customers. And some customers who were active for last month, but they were not active for last couple of months, those customers will be inactive. Okay, simple guys. You just need to change couple of I to A and A to I based on the condition of the date. Only one condition. Okay, only one condition you need to check. So for that, we'll write the program. For this program also, guys, the input is a file that you created in the previous video. The output would be another file which we'll be creating now. Uh, this file we'll be using later in the next task, guys. Okay, later in the next set of tasks, we'll be using this file as the input. So let's go back to our libraries here. This is our mainframe login environment. If you're doing the practice, guys, please take your time, make mistakes, learn step by step. Everything is coded here with you, along with you. The coding is done with you. So this is my master file which I created in the last spring, and this is the field which I'm interested to change. Okay, and for this file we already have a copybook. This is the copybook here which we created. So I want to validate the last month bill date, and then I want to assign some status for this active indicator. So these two fields are interested in this process. So what I do, write the program like COBOL program 03. So if you have already completed program 2, you can copy paste the same and create copy program 3, guys. I'll try to write it so that you can learn step by step one more time. Okay. So it won't take much time. It's a very 200 line program, I guess, or less than 200 line program. So it won't take much time, guys, like 20-30 minutes we can complete. So you will learn line by line here. Don't fast forward and learn, guys. 20-30 minutes you can spend easily. So this is your COBOL program 03, and write your name as your name and the date written as today, whatever the date it might be. Then environment division here. In the environment division, you have to mention the input output files that is required under the file control paragraph. From the 12th column, mention your file name. So this is master in file assigned to master in DD. Same thing with the file status here. File status is WS in file status. So we need only 2 files this time. In the previous program, we had 3 files. In this program, you have only 2 files, guys. One is for input, one is for output, same file. Okay. This is master file, out file here. One is the in file, guys. Another is the out file. So master out DD. And then file status is WS out status. Okay, out file status here. So this is a program of basic level, guys. Okay, this is a programming of basic levels. We can make much more better programs on top of this, but we'll see it in the T21 programmings. This is T11 programs. In T21 programs, I'll show you more on only DB2 programs, guys. No files, only DB2 programs I'll show you. In T31, I'll mix up the files and tables as well. So in T41 programs, we'll get the online programs. So it will take time. It will take time to build up all these things, guys. That is the plan. But of course, it depends on my work and my training time, guys. Now, if you are new to the mainframe, please take some training from anywhere at least. Don't just jump directly and you learn self, guys. It will take a long time and you will be learning all wrong ways. So take any training from any trainer at least, so that you get an idea what you are getting knowledge, and then you can do some practice from our channel. Okay. So this is data division under file section. Of course, you can take training from me also, guys. Don't think that I'm not giving training. I'm just telling that every trainer is good. You just need to know how they train and what they are training. That's it. So under the file section, guys, you need every paragraph for the master in file, and you need to mention label records are standard. Label records are standard here. And then the layout. We have the copy book. So copy, master copy 1, and we need to use replacing syntax. Okay, replacing the master layout by master layout in. So this is what you need to do. Repeat one more time quickly. RR. This is the out file and this is out. So see, super fast we completed the structure. If we don't use copybook, guys, I should have written some 20 lines here, 20 lines repeated here. It will take time. But copybook is so beautiful that you can simply copy and change the group name. Everything is ready to use. So you have the working storage section here, and the first thing that you need to think about is the files. So for the files, you have in file status. Okay, WS in file status, picture class x of 02 value space. Same thing I need for out file status also. Okay, one is in, one is out here. Picture class x of 02 value space. Spelling is incorrect. And then I need my variables for switch variable. I need a switch variable here. WS end of file. This is my switch variable here. Picture class x of 01 in space here. I'm not doing any validations here. Okay, I'm not doing any validations, but I need the counter variables. Okay, I'll be taking my counter variables here. WS in rec count and WS out rec count. So it's a numeric, guys. So put h2 here, value 0, and then do the same thing with out rec count also. Out rec count also here. Now I need a variable for appending my program, our technique, our training technique here. that is take a variable of append program picture class x of 08 and value class as append program. Now I need some date related variable, guys. So there are two techniques how you can do this problem. Okay, how you can solve the problem. So the basic idea is you need to generate the 2 months old date. That is how you need to start thinking. You already have the data of the customers. You already have a data of the last transaction date. What you need here is the 2 months old date only. So for that, guys, there are multiple ways are there, but I'll tell you all the ways possibly. The easiest way, if you're writing on a very simple program, the easiest way, take a variable like this, okay, 2 months old date, and use the accept statement, and get the date from the JCL. This is the easiest way, guys. This is the easiest way. But you may say that, Anil, if it is I'm passing date, every day I need to pass a new date. Yes, you can do that using scheduler tool also. You can change the date every day, guys. That is also a good way. But in the real projects, you'll be having the subroutines. Date subroutines will be there. That means every real project, guys, every real project program need date programs, guys. So instead of writing the same date logic in many programs, in the project, you always have a program which is already existing for date process. So we will use that directly. In the training, guys, I don't have any date sub program. Of course, I can do that, but as we know, we are writing a simple program. We are not taking any date subroutines. I will tell you, okay, using COBOL functions, using COBOL functions, guys, you can create the dates. You can calculate the dates in the COBOL program directly. I'll show you that. Then you can use that trick as well. But this is the easiest trick to start with. So I need some variables here which we will come later and define, guys. Okay, now let's go to the processor division. I need some extra date variables here. We will build the logic, then we come and define them here. So my main para, okay, so you have this logic, okay, you know this technique what I'm using here. This is the best technique for beginners and start writing the real big programs. In our STF program, guys, we have written 200 lines of program in a step-by-step easily within 30 minutes. In this one also, we'll be writing another 150 lines, guys, which is also step by step only. So same steps, display, repetition, guys. Why I'm repeating the same thing is you will get to know how to start a good programs in the project, at least on a basic note. Blank screens is your mainframe screen. In that blank screen, you need to build the programs of thousands of lines. So you cannot do blindly. You should follow techniques there. Methods will be there. Okay, project level techniques will be there. So in this, we are using our perform process initial para here through 200 exit from 200 get input para through 200 exit perform 300 process the data through through 300 exit until condition until ws end of file is equal to yes. That will stop the process. Over here I can write another statement for you. I don't generally do this, but I want to write it today. So close para. Generally I don't write like this. I directly close it here itself like our previous program, but I want to write 400 paragraph today. So it's our program, we can write anything, guys. So this is the trailing part, total input record count, how many records has come into the process. So the place in rec count, so that will tell me the count of records. CNT, that's the word I have used. And stop run. You may ask, Anil, you need output count. Yes, we can repeat this line and just simply change the name output record count. Of course, this also. So we are done with the main para. We'll go with the sub paragraphs of initial level 100. Initial para here. How I'm writing this program, Anil, how you are starting the program. If you want to have that question, guys, in my channel, there is a video which will be telling about the project coding techniques. You need to check that one. Okay, if the link is posted on this first video, guys, or you can simply scan and find it. So move no to doubles end of file, switch on and off, move space or 0 to doubles inrec count, come on, doubles outrec count. Then I'll open my files. There is one input file, one output file, guys, master. I think I have written only like this. And I will check the status here itself. If WS in file status not equal to 0, I'm writing in a different way now. It will be not equal to 0, simply display error in the 100 initial para and display the status open input file open error status is, what is the status, ws in file status. So that will tell you the reason and append the program here itself. And if, and then do the same thing one more time. So I'll repeat it for our sake easily to repeat here like this. That will open up the structure for output file now. Okay, so you have input and output here, same thing, a small changes, simple changes you can make it over here like this. Out status instead of in, use out status here. Then append program. Then the programs files are opening here. Initialize the groups, master layout as in, and the master layout as out, So that has been done. So till here it's same, but now I need the date, guys. I need 2 months old date. So dates will be done in the initial step only, not in the logic. You need to get that date here. So I can write like this, perform. Okay, I can make in two ways, and for that only I'm writing like this, perform 150 get date para through 150 exit. So this will complete your 100 paragraph. Let's go to the 150 paragraph here. So what is in 150 here is 150 get date para. So like I said, you can do it in two ways. One of the easy way, you can write like this, accept WS 2 month old date. I don't know the variable name. Okay, we will check it once. We'll check here. So this is 2 months old date, that's a variable there. So this one you can pass simply from the JCL. What is the 2 months old date? You can pass from the JCL and this will be ready for you. But every day you need to pass new date, and that means every day you need to change the JCL job. So instead of that, let's get the date and then do the calculation here. For this, guys, you need to do in 3 steps. First, you get the system date. Okay, what is current date? So for that, what you can do is move function current date. Okay, COBOL has functions, guys. So using function current date to WS date in alpha numeric here. You'll get it in alpha numeric in this particular style. So you got the current date here. Okay, this is a red color. Red color means everything is COBOL keyword. So this is the variable. We'll define it later. But this one is not good for calculation. You have got the data in a alpha numeric, guys. We need it in numeric. So what I will do, I'll do a simple move statement here. Move WS date of alpha numeric to WS date of numeric. So that will get you the date, or else I can write much more better way. You can write current date, so that I know which one is the current date, which one is the old date. So this is your first step. You got the current date here. Now what you need to do is calculation. So to do calculations, you have to convert the date into number of days. Okay, you cannot calculate date in any technique, guys. You need to convert that into the number of days. For that, you need a compute statement. Okay, compute WS date in days. You can write any variable, guys. Okay, any name. In here, you'll be using function integer of date. Okay, I think it won't be sufficient in single line, so I'll write it in the next line. Integer of date. The date is current date in numeric. This will give the date in number of days, guys. Now I want is to convert this into, subtract them by 90 days. So compute plus days is equal to number of days minus some 2 months, so 60 days. Now you got the date, which is 2 months old number, guys. Now convert back into the date. So what you do, compute plus date, which is the date you have, 2 months old date is equal to the function. Okay, the function is now the reverse one. I want the date of the integer, of this number. So this number you will be now converting back to the date. So this is a numeric date. Okay, so I'll be making it as numeric. Convert this into alphanumeric. Why? Because the input master file containing alphanumeric, guys. So I'll just do like this. Move the numeric date to the alphanumeric date. So I'll be taking this also alphanumeric so that we can easily use the conversions here. This is alphanumeric here. Same variable I'll be using over here also like this. So once again, I'll be telling you guys what I did here is, these are my three steps. First step, what I did is I got the system date. Okay, these two steps using two lines. I got the system current date in numeric format. So which will be in the date of 2022, some 10th and some date, guys. Okay, as per my random system date, I'll be giving some number 10, assume as 10. Okay. Now, this is a date, guys. You cannot do calculations in the date, because if you add 30, guys, it will become 40. But in any month, you don't have 40 days. If it is a numeric, guys, you can add another 30 or 50. The control will increase these two digits. But for a date, this should be increased by only 30 times. This should be increasing only for 12 times. So date calculations cannot be done directly, guys. So what you need to do is you need to convert this date into number of days. So assume the number of days, when you converted here, the number of days is some 1000 days. Assume. Generally it will calculate into 1500 around. So assume it is some 10,000 days of there. Now you are subtracting 10,000 days by 940 days, something like this. 9940, something like this. You are now converting this 9940 into the date here. So 2022 08, if I say, if I am assuming 08, I'm assuming as 08 here, and then some 10. So 8 to 9, 9 to 10. So 2 months. So this is your 2 months old date. Any other date below this is an inactive customer for us. So now I have the date in my hand. This you can get using this as well, but every day you need to change. But if you use this logic, system will get the current date every day and it will convert into your 2 months old date every day successfully. So it's a date logic, guys. Like I said, now your programs will get its own importance day by day. You cannot write simple file copy programs like we did in yesterday, guys, or the first program what we created. Sometimes you need to go beyond your program thinking. Calculations, conditions, dates. These are the three different things what you need to handle. This program is handling only the date. Next coming programs will handle the calculations and conditions also, guys. So anyway, I have my date. This is my numeric date and this is my alphanumeric date. So this 150 paragraph is completed. For your sake, I'll write like this. Display 2 months, not required, guys, just for our sake only. 2 months old date is this one, the alphanumeric one. Close it and exit. So we are done with the most important part. Remaining part is simple, guys. Remaining part is simple. I just need to go and write the remaining 200 paragraph, 300 paragraph. So 200 get input para. This is the easiest paragraph. All you need to do is read the master in file and tell the system if it is end of the file, close the loop. Complete like this. Go to WS end of the file and simply come out of here We don't need any other work. Simply add the counter, add +1 to double S in rec count. So that will help you to get the count of the total input records. So this is exit here. Now go to 300 paragraph, 300 process para. In here we have all logic in 150 guys. 300 has not so big logic here. A simple logic here. If the last transaction date, okay, I don't know the spelling, the last transaction date of master layout in is greater than my, okay, it's so big, so we'll write it in the next line. If it is greater than, so if you see here, assume the customer did some transaction in the September guys, and you have the August as the 2 months old date. That means this is greater than. So any customer who did the transaction after August guys, which is greater than, is an active customer. So what I do, move the active A as the customer indicator to customer active indicator of master layout out. So this is the output field. Directly output will be ready for us. If it is not, if it is not, simply say he is inactive. I'm not filtering any records guys, I'm just updating one field here. Okay, so these are not errors, these are active good customers only, but they are not doing any transactions in the last 2 months, so they are valid data, we are not filtering them. Okay, this logic is not to filter the data, this logic is to update a field with active or inactive. For this is the condition what you have to write. So once the record is written, send it out. 340, move right para through 340, exit, and get the next record. Perform 200, get input para through 200, exit, and then close it. 300 exit. So I am writing step by step, paragraph to paragraph. When I'm in 300 paragraph, I have to write 340 paragraph also. Move right para. In here, I just need to move the data from input file to output file. I will not use group moves. Okay, the field is already updated here. You cannot use group moves here. You need to use individual move statements only. So we already did this in the previous two programs, guys. I will not type again 20-30 lines here. I will copy paste it to make it much easier for me. For you, you should type. Okay, you are not having experience of typing, guys. You cannot do copy paste and do a shortcut. You are learning, right? So your fingers should also learn how to type the mistakes, how to correct the mistakes. If you do copy paste, guys, obviously you are not doing the way what I want you to do. If I can type a program for you, you can type a program for you also. Don't copy paste. Okay. So I'll be taking the help of my previous program here, and this is the structure I want to copy. CC and CC here. All these are to be cut. 30 lines I did not write. I'm trying to paste those 30 lines between these two lines. Paste. So I have my details of card number in to out. So the name of the layouts are again I need to change. Okay, how I should change, guys? How I should change this OUT to OT? Did I have that one here? Yeah, I need to use OT, guys, not OUT. So how to change it? Of course, you have seen in my last class training, guys. So same thing here. I'll be doing that to, sorry, OUT to out. A and B. So all are done. Reset, enter. I don't need to move the active indicator. If I do this, again, I'll be getting input to output, which is not. This one is already calculated in the logic. So this single one I should not be using. Remaining thing as it is, writing the master layout out, checking the out file status. If there is a problem, there is an error here, display it. Increase the counter, add +1 to double S outright count. Okay, that will solve the problem here. I assume our program is perfectly coded, but there are variables missing, guys. We have the variables to add, right? So there are almost 4 or 5 variables we need to define. The first variable is this one, which I need to change the spelling. So I'll put a name here. Then I have a variable of alphanumeric for current date. Okay, and a current date numeric. So this is my third variable which I need to define. Number of days, this is also numeric, and 2 months old date as numeric, this is also there. So almost I need these five variables if I am correct. Okay, I need those five variables, numeric to alphanumeric. So this is same. So I'll come here, I'll take my insert or else repeat this for another 4 times and paste it over here. I lost the picture class. Okay, I lost the picture class. So I'll add it here. So some of them are numeric, some of them are alphanumeric, guys. But if you see my programming style, the last things will tell me which one I should use numeric, which one I should use alphanumeric. So these two are alphanumeric. This one is numeric here. So this is 9. This is 9. Number of days is also 9. If it is numeric, put 0. Okay. You need to make proper changes, guys. Copy paste is good, but you also need to know how to make it perfect copy paste as well. So I have everything is ready. I assume that we are good, guys. Let's compile and see. Okay. And then compile. So come to my compiler setup and submit here like this. I got MaxC 12. Now obviously we make mistake, guys. There is no way that we can write a good program without mistakes. So what I'll do, let's go to the spool. Okay, let's go to the spool. You need to learn the ways how to solve the problem. That is also part of your training in here. So in the spool, I can come down. I can verify division by division. Since it is just 150 lines of program, we can verify one easily, guys. So this is information, ignore. This is also information, ignore. And working storage section, nothing. So it says that Anil, where is your close para? Oh, like I said, na, I generally don't write it. So I forgot about that. So we will write it now. Okay. If you see, guys, you will scold me that Anil, for one line, why you are writing a paragraph. That's the reason I also don't write. But in this program, I want to write. I don't know why, but I want to write. So close master in file, master out file, end. That's it. Okay. You may laugh, guys. You may laugh at me saying, Anil, you unnecessarily you're writing 3 lines. You can write this one line in the procedure division. Yes, guys. But I am telling you, I'm as a kid, I'm forcing myself. I want to write like this. That's it. The kid is asking for a chocolate. He doesn't know what is the use of chocolate, but still he need a chocolate. Same thing. There is no use to write like this, but still I want to use it. Okay, that's my mistake. I solved that mistake here. And what else? It says that this layout names, these are not correct, guys. Okay, these are not correct. Where is this? Okay, so this is the master layout in initialization. For this one is not there. So what is the variables we have? Okay, so if you see here, we messed up here. We messed up here. Master. That is a big mistake. So we will recompile and solve those big mistakes first, and then we'll see any other small mistakes are there. It's a pretty big mistake, guys. All the places it will give errors. So we still have MaxC 12. Okay, still have MaxC 12. Open the spool. Again, you can check. Okay, these are all done. Okay, initial para is good so far now. Get para is good. Process para says that Anil, this variable is not there. Like I said, guys, I don't remember the name. So we will check the copybook. It is last bill date. Okay, last bill date. I'm using last transaction date. So I don't remember the variable. So bill date I need to use, not last transaction date. So one of the variable come down in the 300 paragraph, last bill date. Perfectly done. Okay. Now anything else? No. So that's the only mistake we have. Assuming that we are good now, we'll compile it one more time. This might be the last compilation. This might be the last compilation. Good. Now write the run JCL. Okay, write the run JCL here. Go to the JCL job. You can copy this also. Okay. Generally, I would recommend you to type, but I want the video to complete in a short time, guys. If I keep 1 hour video, most people will not be interested to that length, and you may not be having that much time. So I'm trying to keep the video little short. So I'm here and there where I can copy, guys, I'm copying it. But you are typing, you don't do copy paste, guys. You are not having any, somebody is waiting for you. So you can type as much time as you want. So this is my high JCL here. Step 1, execute my program number 3. This is my load. Input file will be your master file 1. Okay, input would be your master file 1. Output will be master file 2, and only one output file. So one input file, one output file here. Here it is, if I remember correctly. What is the DD names, guys? What is the DD names you have used? Master in DD, out DD. So this is in DD and out DD. In the other program, we have used reverse, I guess. So in DD, out DD. This is for video 2 and 3. Okay. If you want to see, guys, if you want to get to here, you need to see video 2 and 3 and 4 as well. This is for video 4 we are creating. Okay. Now let's run it. Okay, let's run it. If it is successful, guys, if it is successful, whatever the records are there in input file, the same record should be in output file. We are not filtering the records. But what you need to observe here is, if the transaction, it's a bid date, is the transaction bill date is 2 months old date, then those customers we consider as active, sorry, inactive. And if it is between August and September till date, guys, those are active customers. That's what I assume. But again, don't be fast. Don't be fast. In the program, there is a sysint card also, right? There is an accept statement, guys. We are accepting manually also date 2022-08. What is the date here? 09, something like this. This is 2 months old date. Okay, we are on August 9th. This is the old date of, sorry, we are in October 9th. This is the date of 2 months old date of August 9th. So assuming like that, generally you will have 31 days sometimes. So the calculation will be different, guys. Submitting here, and we got success. Don't believe that, because that's will not be telling whether you have the proper logic or not. So you see here what happened is, it's not perfectly there. Out of total input record count 12, we are getting 24. Somewhere we missed this thing, guys. Somewhere we missed this count. Maybe when we copy pasted, we got it. So as per the current date, guys, this is the current date of 2 months old date, which I generated from my calculation. Okay, this is the date which we got from the calculation, guys. This is the date which I gave manually. Tomorrow when I'm running, guys, I should give 10, or actually we should give 10 from today itself. So tomorrow when I run, we should be running 11, the next day 12, the next day 13. Every time I need to change from here. But if I use my calculations, guys, I can get the 2 months old date perfectly from the system only. Now, there is a mistake in this 24 part. We will see that. Before that, we'll see the data. Did we get 24 outputs, or just the number is wrong? So the records are 12 only, guys. Okay, those are only 12 records. You can see the 12 records. The number is wrong. What you need to see here is, did you get this inactive for all the Julys and Junes? Okay, you see here, any customer that is done the transaction above August 10th, those are all active. Okay, so the logic is working fine. The logic is perfectly working fine, but my counter is incorrect. That's not good. That's not good. Let's see the reason. Okay, let's see the reason. Did I add it for 2 times? Maybe. So WS outright count. That is a field. That's a variable which is trying to find. Hit F5. Okay, so it started with 0. It started with 0. So I have added here one time. I have added here one time more. So this is remove. Now it will be added only one time. So it's only we added two times. So it came to 24. But it is a perfect program for calculating the date. Perfect program for generating the output, guys. Now, what we did so far, guys, okay, the final thing, the final touch point is there, guys. Okay, of course, our requirement is completed. Okay, we are taking a master file, we did the check on the bill file, and then we made the data, whether the customer is active or inactive, we made it. Done. We got the perfect output, guys. That's COBOL part. Now let's make a little bit change in the JCL, guys. Little bit change in the JCL. Tomorrow, okay, this is what we did for 3 days, for 3 videos, video 2, 3, 4, 5. That means we did for 4 videos to come here. Tomorrow, if I want to create a master file, guys, again, I need to run these 3 jobs. Instead, let's create one job, guys. Okay, let's create only one job, that is the JCL master job 1. Okay, for master file creation we'll create one job. Just combine all of them. Okay, let's combine all of them. This would be your first one, so let's rename it. Let's rename this one master job 1. Okay, master job J, something like this. Remaining things will copy into this. So this is my second job step, which is creating the file 2. Cut, and over here paste it. This is paste it after here. So this is my step 2 in the same job. Do the same for the step 3 as well. Do the same for the step 3 as well here. I think, yeah, same thing. I'll not run it, guys. If it run, we will miss the data. Okay, some data I prepared manually, right? So paste it over here like this. This is my step 3. So I have a perfect job, okay, a single job with 3 steps, guys. Step 1 is creating a file, a raw file. Step 2 is auditing the file and creating a master file 1, error file 1. Step 3 is using the master file 1 and creating the file with the active customer records. A perfect job, guys. Do you really think that you will be writing one program, one JSL, guys? Come on. Even though I told you simple thing, right? I told you this COBOL 11 is a simple level of complexity here. JCL, whatever we did now also is a simple level, guys. This is not the real JCL also. This is just a training level JCL, not even project level test JCL, guys. Project test JCL also will be much better than this one. So this is a basic training JCL. Even the JCL is almost 80 lines code, guys. Your COBOL programs are hundreds of lines. JSL will also will be hundreds of lines, guys. If you are assuming that your JSL will be 10 lines, like you did it in your training institutes, copy pasting 5, 6 lines again, just change the name, use CCN and submit. If you are thinking that, if you are trying to do that kind of training, guys, believe me, you are completely on the wrong training path. You need a training which looks like this, and I'm also telling this is simple level. Okay, we are writing COBOL 11, guys, which is a simple level. COBOL 21 will be the best good level. COBOL 31 will be the best level for batch. 41 level will be using only online, guys. So this is level 1 only. So for level 1 also you should be writing good program. We can submit this program here, but as you see, we created these 3 records only. In the actual file, I have manually edited another 10 records. So we will run this in the very last day, guys. Okay, we'll run this one on the very last day. So as of now, I have all my steps done for creating the master file. My file is ready, guys. The next video will be on the transaction file, guys. The next video will be on the transaction file. So we have next 3 programs. This will be easy because whatever we did for master file, we'll be doing same thing in the transaction file. But here we'll be doing calculation logic, not the condition logic. We'll be doing calculation logic. Very interesting programs are there here that we'll prepare in the next video. And of course, there is a point here which you need to do always. Please subscribe to the channel. Okay, if you have been there till now, please give a like. It won't cost you any price, but I told you this training is a costly training. You're going to need to subscribe to the channel. You're going to need to like the channel. You're going to need to share the channel video. That is your cost. That is the fees what you are paying for this knowledge. Okay, I'm not giving any entertainment, guys. This is a knowledge. For entertainment also we pay the price. For knowledge you need to pay the price in more. So the your cost of getting these programs is to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and definitely you're going to need to share the video links to other of your team or your friends or anyone who can at least practice in a good way. Okay, so that's it. So we will meet it in the next video.